Chanelica, can we please wrap this up? Because this episode was a lot. Like by the end of it, I felt like I needed a drink.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
When you mention them kids, you finna get that ass beat.
Akbar, where your kids at? They still separated all over town? What happened? Tasiki, I thought y'all made up. What, like, Tasiki, you get on my nerves. Go sit down. Go sit down.
You know what I mean? So I don't look down on them because I'm a celebrity. These are still women.
Okay. Ak Burger. Candy cousin. Candy is a celebrity. Akbar, you was on a couple of seasons of Love and Hip Hop.
Ready? Yep, I like this playing with the hair looking back.
It's giving real catalog. It's giving real Sears, real JCPenney, real call this number at 2 a.m. in the morning, real housewife, real moo. It's giving Big Mama your arm.
Fitness, sobriety, and the Bible. That's all I'm striving for.
But some old head.
Girl, bye. Tokyo Tony's daughter, you supposedly changed, but yeah, you want to love hip hop. Girl, bye. Your boyfriend cute in an ugly type of way. He cute. He got a big ass nose. No colorism. Because y'all know how y'all be doing. Not y'all, but y'all.
On these amazing ways with you looking amazing on our husband wife stuff.
Is he gay? No shade. He giving me real Atlanta. What's the gospel nigga that be singing? You're with me. Oh yeah. Church ain't going nowhere. JP, are you with me? Whatever his name is. His son. Don't he look like him?
But every day we're monitoring her closely and things are getting better. But
it's giving Coach D. Yeah. Diana, what you doing out there loving hip hop Miami, girl? What happened to Bring It? I thought you brought that shit back.
Are you Dr. Mc?
No, this is not Dr. McDad. This is
Dr. Chad. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He had to go up to Virginia.
He's cute, but gay. TJ would be interested in him. Oh. Well, yes. That's not a shocker.
I feel like there's been a lot of focus on me, and we haven't talked about Jesse's man.
Oh,
is this your future husband?
Oh, Stacey, you're messy.
Who is he?
Don't cry, Camila. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Mila, come on.
Bitch, why you crying? Ain't you a bad girl? Ain't you a baddie? You want to cry in this house, but you want to be online yapping it at Mariah Lynn.
I don't even want to be on camera.
He either smells like bologna or Old Spice. I just know it. But he is so sexy. I would have to swallow him up.
But I don't want to make it about money or anything because I'm not rich. They are.
Right. Camilla said, I only cash one Zeus check. I love my man because he do me messy. I like the way you are. 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 Excuse me. Because I spy with my little queer eye. Who is that right there? Who is that right there next to the Zeus logo? Who is that right there next to the Zeus logo with the skinny ass braids? Who that? Who that? I would like to know it. I would like to know who he is. Girl, it's the way that this episode pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. It was much better than Baddies. I mean, it's been better than Baddies. But this episode pissed me off. It pissed me off. Like, and this is why I tell y'all all the time, you cannot have favorites. You cannot, because they will piss you off from one moment to the next. And all throughout the episode, it was just like, I felt this way, then I felt this way, but then I'm like, those two situations is not related. So how do I really feel about a person? Like, it was a lot. So we have a lot to get into. And so we just about to do that after y'all go ahead and like the video.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta send that check down. You wanna be forever, you gotta send that check down. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. I like the.
Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure my mic is placed right. Okay. Hopefully this camera looks right. Y'all know I just we're gonna see how that works for now. Okay, so I don't even know, where do I start? I guess the beginning, child. So the beginning starts off with we got Neek and we got what's that face? We got Neek and we got, hold on, let me bring this out. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all know this channel is chaotic. Y'all gonna be fine. So we get onto the bus, and last episode, Chanelica been in court, okay, because Chanelica been in court, okay. She decided that she wanted to name, I think it was Drea, Hennessy, and Rose as her top 3, okay. And then all of a sudden, she decided to curse them out at the end. Only for Rose to then turn around and throw this whole hissy fit, acting like she was having a whole breakdown. Like, what like she was doing all of that on the bus, all of that. Mind you, we didn't hear not one part of it. We heard not one bit of that audio, but you could tell that she was doing one of them inner soul cries, like her, like she was going through a fucking spiritual awakening, a dark night of the soul. Like that's the type of pain that she was getting off, that she was going through. And I was like, okay, so she definitely not coming back to the show. But then the promo for the next episode told you that she was coming back for the show, because I'm like, she still got to fight Hennessy. Okay, whatever. So Wino is on the fucking bus, and that's immediately what we jump into is, oh, do y'all still feel like y'all the top 3? Drea, Wino, and Neek, okay, aka Twinkabella, part 2, child. Do y'all still feel like y'all the top 3? And they're like, yeah, we feel like we still the top 3. You know, Jocelyn is just on us or whatever, because you know she really feel like we supposed to be here, and so it's more of a like, come here bitch moment, like come here bitch, like you know what you supposed to be doing, like get your shit together. It's more if she's rooting for us versus she's after us. Girl, Twinkabella is basically feeling like, listen, ho, it's 2 episodes left. I'm trying to get all my checks. I'm trying to go on this tour, get those checks as well. And then when the tour done, then I'll be Jocelyn's ass. But as of right now, I'm going to continue to act like I ain't got no problem with her, because I want that money. I'm about that check. I'm about that bread. And I'm about that exposure and what this can do for my career. I've been on the Twinkabella. I told y'all she don't like Jocelyn and Jocelyn don't like her. Okay, but the only reason she's still here is because of production. But this episode, Twinkabella, girl. And if y'all don't understand why I call her Twinkabella, it's because literally Tinkerbella, twin. Like they're the same person and they look similar. Okay, Twinkabella. Okay, but Jocelyn don't like her. I did like her, but then this episode really made me like side eye her. But then at the same time, I already know how TV works and how production works and what this cast is trying to do and what they're trying to set up. But we're gonna get to that when we get to that. So then we get to Ms. Wino. Then we get to Ms. Wino, and I see that she actually earned her name. Okay, I'm sitting here calling her Wino. I might as well be calling her Mad Dog 2020. Okay, Mad Dog 21, since she's 21 years old. Okay, so Ms. Mad Dog 2020, she wearing a natural fro this episode. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. I most definitely thought it was a wig. Okay, but then later on, when Mark Licker showed us that it wasn't a wig, but it was in fact her natural hair coming out her natural scalp, I said, oh, maybe you should have wore a wig. You know, these bitches like to pull hair. Maybe you should have wore a wig. Okay, girl, listen, you actually have inches. Not no more. After this episode, you about to be bald headed just like them. Just like how Jocelyn was season 1 when she was sitting in that bathroom taking that pregnancy test. You about to be bald like that. Send you with your cootie cat. Okay, but child, we get into this whole discussion of her breath. Okay, because all of a sudden, now that we 16, 17, 18, 19 episodes in, all of a sudden, her breath stinks. And I'm just like, why are we waiting until we get all the way to the cabinet to tell her that her breath stink? Didn't nobody notice it at audition? Oh, well, that's right. She didn't audition. Didn't nobody notice it at the pool part? Oh, that's right. They was too busy twerking and fighting. Didn't nobody notice it when they was busy jumping her? Okay, jumping her and Hennessy inside the goddamn house. Nobody noticed it then. Nobody noticed it in rehearsals. Nobody noticed it before we get all the way goddamn to Mexico. Goddamn to the last goddamn few shows. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then she makes the announcement, oh, I went to the dentist. And I'm like, bitch, when did you have time to do that? Because clearly y'all are already in Mexico. We don't get no footage of y'all on the airplane. Y'all already in Mexico, and y'all just had a show last night. So at what point did you go to the dentist? Because it's still early in the day. Now I know Texas and Mexico, they like neighbors, but like, girl, when did you have time to do that? I guess Zeus went and took some of that money and made an early dentist appointment. They paid off somebody or something. But she said, yeah, I went and I had that checked out. I said, girl, it should have been checked out before you came to the show. Okay, you should have just been like, yeah, it stank. And they had it checked out. Like, how did you not know? How did you not know? Okay. So her and Malt Liquor, they end up getting into it. Okay. Because Malt Liquor, but before we get to Malt Liquor, we got to address Miss Twinkabella, because Twinkabella was on that bus drunk as hell. She was on that bus drunk as hell. And she kept making it a point to say, I was not drinking before rehearsals. And I'm just like, girl, define before. Because just because rehearsals is at 6 o'clock, and you got drunk at 12 does not mean that you didn't drink before rehearsals. Because you trying to be cute and creative with the words. Like, oh, I didn't drink before rehearsal, like immediately before. But girl, it's obvious that something's wrong. Either it's giving liquor or it's giving coke. And knowing that this is a Zeus production and a Jocelyn production, I mean, it could be all of the above. So, like, what was it giving, Twinkabella? Because you was definitely on something. Your energy was definitely giving crackhead this entire episode. That's why you kept them glasses on, okay? Because every time you took them off, your eyes was bugging up like this. Your face was switching. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. And I said, girl, I can't be defending you if this is how you're going to be carrying yourself, okay? Because this episode really made her look like a goddamn crackhead. Like, it was giving Kendrick Lamar in that one episode of Power that he did before they shot him. That's exactly what it was given. I said, absolutely not, Twinkabella. Get it together. Get it together. Because professionalism is a thing. I know we hit a party and turn up. I mean, we in Cancun, ho. We in Cancun, ho. Fuck is you talking about? Mexico? I don't want to go to Mexican jail. No. Shout out to Bad Girls Club season 9. Shout out to Fallon. Okay, I get it. But girl, no. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. So then the discussion turns to Hennessy and Rose. I don't know why I keep saying they nicknames, child. Let me go with their government. So it gets to Mad Dog 2020, and it gets to, I mean, Hennessy is so fitting. It's already like, oh, that's that nigga juice. Child, we get the Duce, okay? Duce make me do what you say. So we get that to Mad Dog 2020, and we get to Malt Liquor, child. And they arguing because Malt Liquor keeps deciding to pick with her. Now, mind you, this whole entire time, I've been on Malt Liquor's side because we got to keep it a bug. Whether you like both of them or either one of them or whatever, you got to keep it a buck. At the end of the day, the girls got in between Malt Liquor and Mad Dog. Mad Dog decided to go and believe all of the girls instead of just sitting back and waiting to the end of the show and watching the confessionals and watching the show playback like everybody else. But she let these girls get into her head. Then they sat down one episode. Let's say it's episode 6. They sat down, they made up. Then come episode 7, they no longer talking. And they wasn't talking anymore because of Mad Dog. Granted, you could go and sleep on some shit and be like, nah, I still feel away. But it never gave that. It never gave that. It very much gave that, oh, Mad Dog is very green. She's very wet behind the ears, and she wants to be accepted by everybody. She wants to be accepted by everybody. Okay, because at the end of the day, she probably looking at it like, oh, I don't want to get eliminated because Jocelyn feel like I'm difficult to work with these girls, and it got to be somewhat of a sisterhood, and I want to be accepted. I don't want to be the odd man out. It just can't be us against all these girls. So let me, it very much gave all of that. Very much impressionable, very much weak, very much pussy asshole, very much you got people get in your ear, very much you betrayed your friend over some bullshit. Like, and it's like, I know some people might feel like, oh, you can't really fall her because she's 21. How I don't give a fuck. That's old enough to know what you doing. That's old enough to get convicted of murder. That's old enough to go to jail. That's old enough to get tried as an adult. So how you old enough to learn a lesson? And the lesson, well, she learned the lesson this episode when Malt Liquor whooped the shit out of her multiple times. Okay, she ain't want to fight no more. Multiple times. Okay, but they sitting there getting back and forth. At some point, it gets heated. Malt Liquor starts spilling all her secrets about her baby daddy might not be her baby daddy because she used somebody else's daddy to act like that's her baby daddy. That's not really his kid. Child, she don't know who the daddy is. Okay. So, I mean, I don't want to hear that, oh, she 21 shit then. Okay, because she out here making grown-ass adult decisions. So that's how she needs to be treated. Even though she still act like a little girl. But child, they get into it over that. And they're going back and forth. To the point where Mad Dog is like, oh, bitch, I'm mad, dog. So I want to fight. I want to run the fade. So she literally calls it out between her and Malt Liquor. And Malt Liquor is like, girl, we can do it right here. I'm not waiting until we get off the bus. Let's do it right here. I'm in a fight right now. Like, why we got to get off the bus? Why we got to get off the bus? But eventually, they get off the bus. And she decides, oh, I'm about to go change. And I said, oh, that's what we doing? We doing outfit changes for a fight? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Okay. Okay. So, child, she went into the bed. She had to go get her oil, get all greased up. Okay. You know, put the Vaseline on her arms and, you know, put the pepper spray on her hands. You know, so when you slap a bitch, okay, she had her chains around her hands or whatever. She put on her fresh pair of Timbs. Okay. Pulled out a fitted, you know how the girls be. Okay, she put a razor blade beneath her tongue. She was ready for the fight. The other girl went and, you know, decided to go get changed as well, but it ain't like it did anything. I said, Ms. Mamas, you might as well just kept on what you had. In fact, I think she did just keep on what she had. She had to have. No, she didn't. She decided to change too. Because she was like, oh, I don't like what I'm wearing because what I'm wearing is, y'all better get out my business. She was like, what I'm wearing, y'all gonna be able to see my boobs when I'm fighting. I said, girl, how is this any different? Okay, because all malt liquor had to do was just like she pulling down a blonde. Just that's all she had to do. But child, like I said, she went to go do an outfit changes, though that changed something about this fight. She got that ass whooped multiple times. Now, mind you, y'all be picking and choosing and picking. When we gonna do what? And if I don't give a fuck at this point. I don't get at this point. I'm sorry. I'm not getting my ass whooped. I'm not getting sent to ER. I'm not going away on nobody's stretcher trying to prove a point. Huh? Why are we seeing you today, Aubrey? Oh, you know, I got this black eye because, you know, this girl was reaching her hands towards me and I had the perfect opportunity to bite it off. But no, you know, that's not what you do in a fight. And I just had to accept my fate at that point and realize, you know, she had the upper hand and I was just going to get my ass whooped because, you know, it's just something you don't do in a fight. Girl, fuck out of here with that. Okay, y'all out here chasing these imaginary badges of aunt girl. Ain't no code of ethics to this shit. Y'all are fighting. Throw everybody in jail because you keep your hands to yourself in the first place. Okay, but since that's what we're not going to do, girl, I'm doing anything to get you up off me. The goal is to get up unscathed, okay, to make it look like I wasn't in a fight. So if I got to bite you, if I got to fight you, if I got to hit you, if I got to shit on you, if I got to spit in your goddamn face, I'm what the hell I got to do because you're going to move. You're going to get up off of me. Like, that's just that. Okay, so you got Team No G, because we're going to get to that. Team No G, that's sitting there like, she keep putting her fingers in her mouth. That's why she biting her. Then you got everybody that's on Team Mad Dog talking about, oh, you keep biting her. You keep pulling her hair. You fighting and you fighting good, but you not fighting fair. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Okay. And Twinkabella was the main one in the goddamn confessional. Taking out. I said, you don't even like that girl like that. You don't even like her like that. But since everybody don't like you, now you trying to like her like that so you can have somebody in your corner. I said, shut up. Okay. At some point it got to them. So I don't know what the hell they was doing. Dre talking about something, line that shit up. I said, girl, it looked like they're line dancing. Okay, it's giving very much hoedown. I thought we was getting information. The fuck is you talking? I said, oh, Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour starting up. That's what we doing. Okay, ladies, let's now get information because that's what it was looking like. I thought rehearsals had started early. I said, oh, where he at? He about to walk out? Jocelyn already here? Hold on. Domino, like, because what was we doing? And literally, when I asked what was we doing, what are we doing, I literally mean it because it looked like that's what they were asking. They were confused. Production was confused. The cast was confused. Jocelyn wasn't even there yet, but she was confused. Baby Bonnie Bella was confused. The Child Ballistic was confused. CVJ, wherever the hell he was at, and whoever's legs, he was confused. Child, we was all confused because what was we sitting here doing for 10, 15, 20 minutes? Huh? Like the first 40 minutes of this goddamn episode was focused on these two. Okay. And again, that outfit change, it did absolutely nothing because the way that malt liquor was literally ready to plant Ms. Mad Dog like she was a fucking chia pet. Okay, because she already was sitting there looking like a chia pet. Chia with that fro. Everybody talking about some Macy Gray. I said, no, baby. It's giving Maya Angelou. Still I rise. Okay? Because at some point, she's going to sit there and look at her and talk about something. You might be strong. You might be mighty, but I will come back one day. I said, girl. I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what we're not about to do. Okay? Listen. Like I said on Patreon, girl, I thought we was on Celebrity Deathmatch. How the fuck did this turn into Death Poetry Slam? Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why? Huh? You might be strong and you might be mighty, but still here I am, and I will come back and be here to fight another girl. Fuck all of that. Okay, let's leave the scriptures and the speeches and all that. Let's leave that to J. Luther King. Girl, I'm gonna need you to get in the paint. I'm gonna need you to get in the paint, Miss Van Gogh. Okay, because you was the one that said that you was ready to go. But now you ready to go? How that work? Okay, apparently it don't. Okay, so we get to after the fight, because mind you, this is after Malt Liquor decides to twerk, and then Mad Dog, all the girls crowd around her. They doing they whole, oh, you ain't really get beat up. You ain't really get beat up. She ain't really whoop your ass. We proud of you. It's all about the morals. It's all about you standing in the paint. You standing on business. That's all that really matters at the end of the girl. Fuck all that. She got her ass whooped. Okay, and sitting there twerking that ass in the grass ain't gonna make us forget that she got her ass whooped multiple times to the point where security, they just stopped because they ain't know what to do. They just let them sit there and wrestle. Okay, let them sit there and wrestle for about 10-20 minutes. I said, ain't this about a goddamn shame? So then both of they drunk asses, okay, speaking of Twinkabella and Mad Dog, they go run and jump in the pool, and the whole time you can hear security and production like, no. And I'm trying to figure out why. We know Jocelyn not pulling up until it's dark out. Huh? Y'all talking about, rehearsals ain't till 9 p.m., 11 p.m. That's when we go and see Ricardo and go to the rehearsals. So, like, it's daylight out now. It's looking like it's about to be sunset, but, like, we still got hours. Like, I could see if it was 8 o'clock and, like, we had to be at rehearsals at 8:15, then it's like, okay. But, bitch, if I want to get my body wet, then that's what I'm going to do. Because who going to tell me that I can't go get my body wet? Yeah, I'm about to go get my body wet before your face is wet with blood from me punching it. That's how that's going to work. So Chanelica been in court. She ends up showing up, but not after or not before. These girls sitting, they talking, and what's her name? Mad Dog ends up whispering into the mic that Malt Liquor's pussy really does stink. And here's my thing, because let's go back to the whole bus scene, right? Because listen, I felt like what really started it off this episode was Malt Liquor. Malt Liquor just kept antagonizing Mad Dog. Okay, she kept antagonizing her. Hennessy kept antagonizing Rose, which I didn't like, but at the same time, it's just like, I guess she feeling like, bitch, I'm fed up. We got 2 episodes left. Let's just go ahead and do this because I'm pissed. But I really feel like it was more so coming from, like, she kept fucking with her. I felt like more so because she felt like hurt. It really was giving hurt. It was really giving like, girl, the way that you hurt me and the way that you embarrassed me, now it's my turn to do that to you. That's very much what it was given, because she just kept antagonizing with her, even though she was well within her right, because honestly, by this point, bitch, you did me dirty. You did me grimy. We completely made up, and then by the next episode, you want to conjure up this fake beef and act like we didn't make up. Well, all you really, again, had to do was wait until after the show was done airing and watch the episodes. But my whole thing is like, Malt Liquor, don't try to sit and speak up about her breath now when, again, y'all came into this cabinet together. Y'all was at that pool party together. Y'all was ride or die best friends the first couple of episodes together. You had all that impultanus out of her breath stank. So don't try to do it now, because that just makes you look whack. But whatever, child. So Chanelica being in court ends up walking in, and because we done skipped the part. Oh, it's not up here? It is up here. I don't know how we skipped it. Why would they ever skip that? Like, why would they immediately go to the pool? So, chat, while the girls was in the pool, drunk as fuck, Malt Liquor had went into the room that turned out to be Jocelyn's room. And I don't think she went in there to make it a home. I think she literally just went anywhere. It's like, okay, where's the closest place, huh? Like, I need to go freshen up. And production was probably like right there. And then as she went in there, that ain't Raven. And Drea, Danny, they interchangeable at this point. Drea, Danny, both of them, child. They all knew that was Jocelyn's room, but yet nobody told her because they wanted the drama for the show. Okay, so now that Chanelica Bentoncourt has arrived, She like, oh, who was sleeping in my room? Who was sleeping in my room? Who was sleeping all up on my mattress? Who had their pussy all up on my pillows? Whose cum stains is that in my sheets? Girl, me and Ballistic ain't even get here yet. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? We ain't even had time to break the bed in yet. And I see that somebody already did that for me. I said, Jocelyn, relax. Relax. Talking about who coochie hairs is that all over the sink? Who used my nair? Okay, whose bundles is that inside the motherfucking shower? Okay, whose towels with their period blood is that near the toilet? I said, Jocelyn, relax. Y'all literally been here for 2.5 seconds and you just got here a second ago. Like, nobody had time to sleep. Wasn't nobody thinking about sleeping because, in fact, they've been fighting. So relax. She went into the goddamn room to get some air and walk the fuck out. Relax. Okay, but she looking at Malt Liquor like, girl, if I find out that you doing all of this just to try to one up all the girls and make yourself look better, I'm sending you the fuck home. I said, Jocelyn, girl, leave the crack alone. Okay, because if she upgrade from cocaine to crack, just because she said she don't do cocaine no more don't mean that she ain't doing something else. Okay, so we get into this whole discussion, child. She asks, oh, what y'all been doing? Of course they talk too goddamn much, but doesn't really matter because production already told her they've been fighting. So Mad Dog 21, she decides to tell Jocelyn, girl, we've been fighting. And they basically trying to explain to her, okay, you got the no G. That ain't Raven. She's trying to explain to her, girl, Mad Dog, you started this. You started this by calling out the fade. And Mad Dog really gonna sit there and lie, act like she didn't do that when she did in fact do that. Right. So then we get to the fact that Neek is a drunk. And she's literally sitting there drunk right now. And Jocelyn is just like, listen, y'all can drink. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all are just grown-ass women. Like, do whatever you want. Just don't go in my room and just don't drink before rehearsals. And she like, even if I did that, I'm still a professional. I can still show up. I'm not going to miss no beat. I'm not going to miss And everybody like, girl, it's just still unprofessional to be drinking on the job. Like, just wait till after. Like, it's literally that simple. And she not getting it because at this point, I feel like it's been a whole season of her back against the wall. And this is where I started noticing. I'm like, okay, production is about to take this and edit her in a certain way. And I know it's only like 1 or 2 episodes left. So they might touch on her at the reunion or they might touch on it next season if she's brought back. But I really hope that she's taking a look at how she's been edited this season and also how they treated her while she was there filming and realizes that they are trying to paint her into a certain way. I don't feel like she's a drunk. But the thing with reality TV is that we're so used to seeing them with drinks, but not drunk. So people don't associate drunkenness with being on TV. That's why when Judy was on Bad Girls Club, she had a problem, but it wasn't to the extent that people thought until she did actually have a problem, which is something different. But her problem was never that. I believe that's how the story went. But it's like once you like get plastered on TV, that's what you get painted as. I think it was the same thing with Snooki as well. It's like, I'm just drunk having fun, but like production can paint it and make it look like you have a serious fucking problem. And like I said, she is sitting here using some antics saying, oh, I didn't drink before rehearsal, but it's like clearly you're still drunk from last night. Like I literally got drunk on Friday and by the time I woke up Saturday, I was still drunk by 1 p.m. until it wore off when I ate something. That's just how liquor works. It's still in your system. And it was very clear. Again, the way that she was twitching, the way that she was looking, the way that she was speaking, it was all very clear. Like, bitch, you're still drunk. You're still drunk. Like, go cool down. Go cool down. Go cool down. But child, we get to the bus. And this is where I just realized I don't like nobody on this damn cast. Because the OGs, the no-Gs, here's my thing with them. They want to pick and choose so bad. And it's like, you can't be in a position. But let me start it off the way that it started off. So Drea starts off the conversation, basically reiterating what she was saying. And was just like, now do you see what we were talking about? And it's like, first of all, you ain't even have to do all of that. Because now you're starting a fight. You didn't even have to do all of that, which prompts Twinkabella to now get upset and she getting in her feelings. Rightfully so, because you ain't even have to do all of that. And here's my thing, Miss, that ain't Raven. Here's my thing. Y'all want the respect that y'all are not giving out. You cannot mix business with pleasure. 1 minute y'all want to be their peers. Next minute, you want to be their mentors. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I'll be damned if my mentor is somebody that is way more immature than me, let alone half my motherfucking age. Like, come on, Raven. You look like a child. You're shaped like a child. Well, Raven has a nice shape, but y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, Raven gives, as beautiful as Raven gives child. She gives child. If her face is not beat and she just sitting there, I wish I still had the screenshot. But that screenshot of when Oceans and Erica was fighting, and then her and Danny was on the floor, it looked like two motherfucking 7-year-olds. Like, it's just like, come on, little girl. Because a lot of times it do be giving little girl until we realize, oh, that's a grown woman and she just shaped little. Okay. But it's like, come on. And then between the way that Danny and Drea literally both act immature like they still 16, it's like, who's respecting y'all? Who's respecting y'all? Because y'all half the time don't even carry yourself decently. But then it's like, oh, because you've been here one extra season, we supposed to fear you. We supposed to look up to, like, no, bitch, no. It'd be different if Jocelyn was like, okay, Raven, you're truly the house mother. Y'all are my assistants. But this whole OG shit, girl, OG don't mean shit at all. It just means y'all applied to this show a year earlier than we did. The fuck that mean? The fuck that mean? Because the way that ain't Raven was sitting here talking to Twinkabella, it was like, okay, you doing too much. You doing too much. So when she reach up and slap the shit out of you, don't say nothing. Now, mind you, again, Neek was most definitely pissed me off the entire episode. The entire episode, especially during the fight. When they all kept yelling out, oh, stop putting your hands on her mouth. No, stop biting her hands. She was pissing me off. But at the same time, again, you cannot demand respect while not giving it. You cannot. And these girls pick and choose when they want to be a mentor and then when they want to be a peer. When they were sitting there fighting, oh, y'all was peers. But now on this bus, you want to be a mentor? No. Because the way that y'all clicked off with half of y'all being on Hennessy side and then half of y'all being on Rose's side, is very much given peers. It's very much given co-workers at the least. But you cannot now change that and be like, well, we're not involved in that and we're the managers, we're the employees. No, y'all are the employees and we're the boss. You can't do that. You can't do that. Y'all pick and choose. And then that ain't Raven. All that mouth that you got, only for you to sit there and your greatest threat be, well, I'm gonna go to Jocelyn. Don't nobody give a fuck. I beat her the fuck up too. Girl, what? And Bonnie Bella. The fuck? I beat her, Mimi, Bonnie Bella, Stevie J, the daughter that was just online being talked to. I beat all of them up. Okay, Savannah, Hersu, the whole family chain. The whole family chain. The brother that's a porn star that was online busting open his cherry. I beat everybody the fuck up. I don't. Go tell her. Matter of fact, I got a number. I'll put it on speaker. I'll FaceTime her. What? Raven, was that supposed to be a threat? Didn't she choke you out last season? And then now all of a sudden you want to be Miss Kiss Ass? Raven, let's not forget that she brought Wet Wet onto the show and made Wet Wet, who was the most embarrassing thing to ever come to JOSELINE'S Cabaret. But she made the joke of the show, literally the ass of the show. She made her the house mother before you. Even though me and so many other people have said that you deserve to be house mother, she made Wet Wet, who's still not even here, the house mother. And then after Wet Wet left, she made Drea the house mother. So calm it down. I get that you want to show for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe she didn't throw you to the ground hard enough last season. But like, let's because the way that Raven was talking was like she wanted to fight. She was popping at her like she was about to pop her. Okay, so hey, Neek got up and popped her first. Okay, like a Pop-Tart or some popcorn. I didn't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing because you can't be popping her like that and then your greatest threat and come back to her be like, oh, I'm going to go tell Jocelyn. Well, go tell her, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. Again, I can put her on FaceTime. She can literally watch what's about to go down. The fuck are you talking about? So, I don't know. It gets to a point where Neek is upset. And she got these 2 chips in her hand, two bags of chips in her hand. And she just, I don't give a fuck. And as she threw it, it ends up hitting Danny in the mouth. And I say good. Because the entire time that she was sitting there going off, Danny was in the back smiling like, yeah, gotta keep making yourself look like an ass so Jocelyn can send you home. Gotta. Like she was sitting in the back doing her devious grin. So when Twinkabella started shaking and then threw the shit, she wasn't intentionally throwing it at Drea, but it just so happened to hit her. Like right in the face. I said good. And that's how the show ended. With them two getting into it, fighting, and then that whole bus trying to jump Neek. I said, I'm outside of all of y'all. Can we get to the reunion? Can we get to the reunion, please? Can we get to the reunion? Because I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. No more. I'm really interested to see how this reunion gonna go, because the way that Mad Dog was so convinced that Malt Liquor did her so wrong, and like that's all that she kept saying was, "Oh, you did me wrong. You did me wrong." And it's just like, what is all of this based off of? It can't be the conversations you had with these bitches on the bus. She did not do you wrong. All she basically said was, "Listen, that's my bitch, but when it comes to $50,000." When it comes to $50,000, I'm not splitting it. So if I gotta cut a bitch off, I will. If I have to fight her, I will. If I have to physically fight her and beat her up, I will. It's $50,000. She ain't say nothing wrong now. She didn't say nothing wrong. But because, you know, you green and wet behind the ears, that's what you heard. And so now you got this imaginary problem with her. So I don't know. That's why I'm interested to see the fucking reunion, because once we get to the reunion, then it's gonna be like, okay, now that you've seen the footage back, girl, what's up? I mean, but obviously they've been on a tour and they all over the blogs and whatnot. So I don't know if they cool now. I don't know. But at the reunion, like that'll be the time to address. And since y'all keep begging for Saucy to come to the Baddies reunion, is Saucy supposed to be at the Jocelyn Cabinet reunion as well? I have questions. Let me know what y'all thought about all of this. And in the comments below, chat is if I give up. Okay. Make sure you look out for the TikTok stories, the TikTok roulettes, the tea time. Oh, speaking of, girl. Speaking of tea time submission. Okay. Y'all know I tell my story times. Tea times is where you tell your story time. Okay. So if you have a story to tell, friendships, relationships, family, work, etc., I want to hear your story so we can gag. Okay. Send a long, juicy. Because one of y'all motherfuckers, Steffi, and I'm going to call it out every time, Steffi sent me a haiku poem. Girl, what I'm going to do with 2 sentences? Send me a long, juicy, detailed email to skyteatimes@gmail.com. Okay? Girl, and if you haven't done so already, please go check out the tea time that I already posted. It's hilarious. It's literally hilarious. Okay, y'all are ratchet. Okay, y'all are ratchet. Y'all stories is good though. But yeah, look out for the TikTok roulette, the tea time, just all the videos. Okay, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, hoes.
Tell you every time I saw on the bed, none of these bitches is touching you. She's a fine, she's a dime to these hoes. She's a bomb, she got shine, she got bomb, she got moolah on her mind. She's a fine, she's a